Hi church, I hope you've enjoyed this week of devotions on the theme of joy. And just to conclude this week, we're going to look at a sermon that Jesus preached all about knowing true spiritual joy within the kingdom of God. And it is known as the Sermon on the Mount, or the Beatitudes. And this is found in Matthew 5. Now, in this sermon, Jesus lists a number of different things that God can use to show us true spiritual joy in Him. And they're things that you would not associate with joy, things like weakness, things like humility, things like mourning. And yet God said He can use all these things to show us His real, His true, His deep spiritual joy. And at the beginning of each beatitude, He uses this phrase, blessed are they. And that word blessed can be translated also as happy, as joyful, as blissful even. It's got many different facets of meaning. I just wanted to focus today on the very first beatitude, Matthew 5 verses 3, and it's the one that says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Now, it's always good to read passages in the Bible in a number of different translations so that you can get different kind of nuances and different sort of levels of meaning. And I really like Matthew 5:3 in the Message version. And it puts it like this: you're blessed when you're at the end of your rope. With less of you, there's more of God and of His rule. Isn't that beautiful? When we're at the end of our rope. You know, sometimes we need to come to the end of ourselves to really discover who God is. And that is what Jesus is teaching us here. That when we realise that we are not enough, that we don't have it all together, that we're not perfect, that we're not God, that we're not in control of everything. It's then that we can really discover who God is, the way He thinks, the way He moves. And we can know His power and His strength. And this is a great mystery. This is something that that we are gifted in through salvation, through our relationship with Jesus, is to know His power in our weakness and experience joy through that. When you are weak, you can know His joy. Sometimes it's painful to look at our weaknesses in the face. It's painful to see our limitations. It's painful to see that we can't be everything that we want to be. It's painful sometimes to see what's going on in our heart, the sin that's lurking there, the unkindness, the selfishness that we try and hide but we know is there. It can be painful to look at those things in the face. But when we realise it, when we are aware of it, it's then we can lean in to the strength that God provides. If you feel like you're at the end of your rope today, if you feel like you've come to the end of your resources, say to God, I come to you with all my weakness, and I am trusting you for your strength. Trust Him to provide the strength and the wisdom and the power that you don't have. And He will bring joy from that. That is what He promises in this passage. God bless you.